Also, I'm making more money in my savings account than more than 50% of Americans. It's simply just because I put my money into a high yield savings account. So I'm going to explain it in the most simple way possible. First of all, when you put your money into a savings account or into a bank in general, they give you an interest on it. Essentially, the bank's paying you to keep your money with them. So here's the catch. With big banks like Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America, they're giving you a really low interest rate. I'm talking like 0.01%. I'm pretty sure the national average is like 0.39%, somewhere around there, of interest rate. But then that's where a high yield savings account comes in. So there's many banks. You just have to go on Google and literally just search up best high yield savings account or go on YouTube. That's what I did. And most of these banks give 3% or higher. Think about that. You're going from a 0.01% to all the way to a 3% or like a 4% or 5%. There's so many banks that offer high yield savings account, and you can also choose different banks. You don't have to sell your soul to one bank. The only bank that I use right now for my high yield savings account is Live Oak Banking. Pretty sure they give me like a 3.8% like interest rate. And another thing to keep in mind is that these interest rates can fluctuate. So say you see online that one is giving 5%, in a couple months or a year, it can go down, it can go higher. You just have to check. And that's why a lot of people change banks. They open more high yield savings accounts so they can get the highest interest rate possible. A lot of people use high yield savings accounts for their emergency funds. Essentially, if life happens, then you're probably gonna have to pay. And what if you lose your job? That's where you have your emergency fund for. A lot of people use high yield savings account for their emergency fund because it's building money over time. So you're basically getting extra money. So now we're going to get into numbers. So say you had $10,000 in your normal savings account and then your high yield savings account. So let's say for the normal bank, the national average is going to be 0.39%. So after a year of keeping $10,000 in there, the bank is going to pay you $39 for a year, bro. Kids be making more than that with their Tooth Fairy money. Now, if I put $10,000 into a bank like Live Oak Banking, which is a high yield savings account with a 3.8% interest rate, at the end of the year, I'll have $380. Very big difference. You're basically getting a $300 bonus. So you choose what's best for you with these numbers. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you need any help with starting your emergency fund, investments, credit, then hit me up. Follow for more financial advice. Peace. Blah, blah, blah.